to book my LeakyCon tickets and also to see if I need some new photos for my Canadian passport for moving there. I'm here about an hour and a half early for my appointment, so I'll be popping in to the passport. There's a photo place that does really good passport photos. I'll be popping in there, showing them the one I've got, and see if they're going to be acceptable for the Canadian passport. If not, I'll be getting some more. And then I think I'll take you guys to Te Papa, which is the free museum on the waterfront here, and it's really cool. I might not get through all of it today, but we'll see how far we go. Alright, so passport photos taken care of. I did end up having to get a new set because the Canadian New Zealand passport photos are very different. Different format, different colour background, different in really a lot of ways. So here I am on the Wellington Waterfront, which is about the beginning of the Wellington Waterfront. Behind me here is where is it? TSB Arena, which is where the Pumpkin Pop Culture Expo is at each year. I'll show you guys that when it comes around this year. As you can tell, it's quite windy. Wellington's sort of renowned. It's called the Windy Wellington for a reason. Today isn't too bad, but gusts sort of pick up spontaneously, so we'll see how it goes. Now there's a lot of things I like about New Zealand, and this is one of them. This here is Wellington Free Ambulance, and it's exactly as it says. It is a free ambulance in the Wellington area. It runs on donations. It's one of the charities that when it comes out I do donate to because it's, well, yeah, it's awesome. Alright, so this is Te Papa. We're not quite at the front yet, but this is a closer view of it. I'm trying to think how many levels it has. I think it has 4 or 5 levels. As I was saying, it's all free except for special exhibits. So here it is. This is Te Papa Museum. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to head back to the travel agent soon to book my tickets. I'm getting close to my appointment. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you somewhere I haven't been in the museum, which I keep meaning to do, but every time we leave I forget about it. It's a chance to get information still right now, which was planned for actually chose the other one last night, so I've currently got Knox in there. The other one is called Lumos, and the camera is called RCO. But now I've got full camera, I'm going to show you underneath Te Papa, which I've never been to. I've been meaning to every single time I've visited, and people are looking at me funny. Anyway, every time I've come to Te Papa, I've meant to come down here, which is underneath the museum. It's where all the, I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they protect the museum from earthquakes. And so I'm going to show you guys before I quickly go and buy my tickets. Not. It's full of people, and I'm still rather self-conscious about doing this in public. Also, there are obnoxious children running around making lots and lots of noise, so I'll probably come back after my appointment and do it then for you. But it's pretty cool. It's quite small. It just shows the, yeah, I'll show you later. Alright, so I'm back from the travel agents to book my tickets. I've got them reserved, but I haven't paid for them yet because I'm just going to get a couple of days to get used to the amount of money I'm spending. It came to about 3,200 New Zealand for the flights plus travel insurance, because I'm not foolish enough to go to the States without travel insurance, including health insurance. So I'll be coming back in next week to pay for them. I just need to confirm with people I'm staying with that everything is all sweet. So I'm just heading over to Te Papa to show you underneath again, because I said I would. What else? I ran into a cosplayer on the way, which is pretty cool. I hadn't seen him for a while because we hadn't gone to a cosplay gatherings. So I'll meet you at Te Papa.
How safe will this 5-story, 50,000-ton building be in a major earthquake?
Alright, so today's the first time I've been in here. It's just a small room, but it shows the rubber thingies that the museum sits on to minimise damage in a quake. For those of you who aren't familiar with New Zealand and earthquakes, we are very, very, very prone to them. I don't know if anybody recalls, but late last year there was I don't remember I think it was a Richter 7 earthquake in Southland and Christchurch, and It wasn't too bad. There were actually no fatalities at all, which was incredibly lucky, but there was an incredible amount of damage to houses, a lot of houses having to be completely demolished because they were unfit to live in. And Christchurch wasn't too bad, but if it happened in Wellington, it's probably people's greatest uncertainty, because most of Wellington is central Wellington, where I am now, and then about 2 kilometres inland is all reclaimed land, which is stuff that used to be on the seafloor. So it's not rock, it's very soft, and if an earthquake hit, it would liquefy, and liquefaction as it is called. So when they built the museum, they took that in mind, and they included, I don't know if you can see them in the dark here, but these, which is rubber, steel and lead. And the idea is, when an earthquake hits, instead of the whole building shaking, it shakes at a slower pace. I've recorded the video that's showing up there, and I'll show you a bit in the background shortly. On this one you might be able to see better, it has a bit of light on it. But this is one of them, and this is literally what it is. It's just the whole museum sits on top of these, and it minimalises the damage that happens to the museum. The whole point is to make sure people inside are safe and the treasures inside the museum are safe.
When a building is directly attached to the ground, during an earthquake, it shakes with the same severity as the ground. But if it stands on base isolators, it shakes much more slowly. While the isolators cause the building to shake a long distance, it shakes more gently, so less damage is caused to the people and contents inside. The base isolators to put the stands on are made of rubber, with laminated steel and lead inside. When a quake strikes, the isolators move sideways. The lead cylinders inside the isolators stop the building from swaying too far and heat up as they absorb some of the energy of the quake.
And just under here is just a view of underneath the museum. So there's a big space underneath it. So I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, this is the first time I've been down here, and I'm pretty excited. I think that's about it down here, really. Like I said, next time in Wellington, I'll be back in next week. I'll show you inside the museum, which is really cool. Now, what else was I going to say? Now, on the topic of other things, for example t-shirts, I've decided on 3 of the 4 houses. We're going to have the slither claws, the Huffle claws, or the raven puffs, depending on how you want the name to go, and also griffin claws. So I was thinking for the animals I'll do a variation on existing mythological creatures, because there's a lot of crossover creatures. The hardest one would be the ones including Hufflepuff, because badges aren't usually used, but I can adapt it from other 4-legged creatures. At the moment I've decided, for example, that slither claws are going to have a cockatrice, or a variation on a cockatrice, which is usually, sometimes it's referred to as basilisk, but sometimes it's referred to as dragon. So it's basically a serpentine with wings and sometimes a beak, and might have a beak. I'll get some sketches up and I'll show you when they're done. I'll move outside for a bit because it's a bit noisy in here. What else is there? I think that's the main news. There we go. As I mentioned earlier, I've booked my tickets. I haven't paid for them yet. I'll be coming in next week to do that. Just after I've confirmed the dates and made sure they're all sweet. It's going to be 3,200 New Zealand, which is a lot, but I'm not going, so I'll just have to do it. I think that's all for today. It's been a long video. It's been a long day, and I'm heading home now because I'm tired and I have to cook dinner tonight. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Have a good time. Look, police boat. It's pretty cool.